King news, my lovely, wonderful people. As the court proceedings do start and matters do dey happen, so many things do dey ground. Many things dey ground. Peter Obi Labour Party, they say now 16 states now Peter Obi win, not be 12. IREV result do show because everybody they gather result, they gather evidences. They don't say that one. The result do show say na 12. Na so not be 12. Say na 16. Say see this way they talk so na different matter. They tell you one thing so say they mean and that's na lie. He say na 16 states, say not be 12. Say lies, say lies dey ground. Say lies dey ground. Say many things dey ground. So they don't they check the beavers, they check all those results. They say na 16 states now Peter Obi Labour Party win. Say so not be 12. So all those evidence they go present them to court. Court go do their own analysis. They will court draw conclusion. You get me now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Big story. Peter Obi Labour Party won 16 states, not 12. Beavers IREV result shows. An independent review of the Independent National Electoral Commission IREV's portal commissioned by Reportry News has expressed extensive electoral fraud that occurred in the last presidential election. The February 25, 2023 presidential election has been described by Nigerian citizens, political commentators, and international observers as the worst election in the nation's history. It's 2 months after the floor polls. More evidences have been outpouring to further express the fraud that was done, that the administration that they administered in Nigeria by INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakub, in the jest of an election. This is the first part in a series of investigative reports conducted by Reporters News to unravel the electoral fraud perpetrated by INEC. The European Union, EU, and other foreign observers scored the election below average. Nigerians woke up to the news of the declaration of APC Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu as the winner of the floor polls, thus returned president-elect, a decision largely seen as controversial, with many calling for the annulment of the decision because of the irregularities and inconsistencies of the election result uploaded on their result portal, IREV. The former Lagos State governor was declared winner by 4:03 a.m. when most Nigerians would have been asleep, an action that has called for the arrest and prosecution of INEC boss who failed to follow the guideline established by the newly reformed Electoral Act of 2022. Reporters News Commission commenced an independent review of the IREV portal immediately after the polls amidst heavy criticism from voters across the country over the inconsistencies in the result, as a significant sum of the result verified greatly from what was announced as various polling units. This is part of the many recorded incidents of violence and voter suppression against a particular political party. We reviewed the result of the 36 states and the FCT on the presidential election and find out that the outcome of the election would have been totally different had INEC followed due process. Something interesting was discovered by the research within minutes of analyzing the data on the portal. Massive incidents of manipulated results, alteration of figures, and reallocation of votes from Labour Party to the All Progressive Congress APC and People Democratic Party. This was indeed a sight not to behold. Our analysts swerved into actions using every available means to decrypt and obtain the correct and original figures on the sheet before they were mutilated, after which they were collated. The major benefactor of this scheme is the ruling All Progressive Congress, which in one particular incident allocated as much as 60% of Labour Party's votes to themselves. The victim, Peter Obi, and Labour Party were stripped of victory in 4 states, which would have brought the total number of states he won to 16, not 12 initially announced by INEC. In addition to these 12 states, Abia, Enugu, Anambra, Ebonyi, Imo, Edo, Plateau, FCT, Delta, Cross Rivers, Lagos, Nasarawa, Labour Party scored majority of the vote in Taraba, Rivers, Bayelsa, and Benue states. Majority of Nigerians feel that Peter Obi won the election. The atmosphere in the country following Tinubu emergence as president-elect was that of sadness and mourning and gloom. It's enough to conclude that this wasn't the man that the people voted for. Welcome to Nigeria, and I will leave it at that. Welcome. Where they go see blue, they go tell you say na white. You know how distinct they are. You can't miss it. They tell you say the blue where you they talk so say na white, say not be blue. Welcome to Nigeria. And then you open your mouth and tell me that there is transparency, orderliness, and what have you. Excuse me, I need more proof. Yes, sweetheart, I need more proof. These are some of the things particularly happening here and now. And in case you are not aware, like the last paragraph of the read, it says many Nigerians feel that there were things that were done on that very result, the result that was announced, that it was not what it should be. I will leave that because I'm not INEC. I was not there. I was not one of the collating officers. But let's go to the paragraph that says, yes, that there is glooming, sadness, and it's as though somebody died for the nation. Instead of joy and rejoicing, it was rather a deep. How do you reconcile that? Just how do you reconcile that? When you look at all that is happening, welcome to Nigeria. And I want you to give me your own personal interpretation of how things have been, where they would take somebody's results carefully and give it to another person. And they will tell you to keep quiet and accept it just the way it is. Listen, Nigerians, unless we make up our mind to say, you know what, enough is enough, I don't see where we are going to in a hurry. Because when injustice has been done and it has not been corrected, what you have just done is that you have made things worse than you can imagine. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And what they have said is, if you are unhappy, if you are not happy with the situation, please go to court. And they are in court. Even in court, some people are being blamed for going to court. Several people have called saying, accept the results. What is the court matter? Put one together and work with the man, blah, 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 blah. But you said, if you're unhappy, sweethearts, go to court. The people have replied, I am unhappy, and they have gone to court. So why the problem? Why are you hasty? Why are you trying to manipulate the outcome of the result? Why not allow people to have their choices being decided upon? Listen, Nigerians, the days are upon us where we must make concrete and real decision in terms of where we are headed, where we are going, and how things are. Bye for now.